Joining us now with his opening day headline, CBS MLB insider Jim Bowden is here. JB, we're off and running, and I want to begin with a little glimpse into the future. Royals fans got to look at what was the top prospect in baseball, now their everyday third baseman, Witt Jr., delivering what proved to be the game-winning knock in KC's win over the Guardians. We saw a flash there on Thursday, but what makes this kid so special, Jim, that's going to project to the next level?
Well, basically, there's nothing he can't do on the field, Joe, to be honest. I mean, last year in the minor leagues, we saw him at 33 homers with 29 steals. We've seen him play really good defense at short, third, and second. And this is the most anticipated young player the Royals have had really since George Brett came up, the Hall of Famer. And to watch him in his first game tonight at third base, it was absolutely special. We're tied 1-1. We're in the 8th inning. Witt comes up to the plate. The crowd is chanting Bobby, Bobby, over 28,000 fans. And he delivers this rocket, a slider that hung a little bit. He pulled it down the line. It gave the Royals a 2-1 lead. He would later score the third run of the game. But how about his debut with the Royals, his rookie debut? And he gets the game-winning hit. He also made a really nice play defensively. He's going to be in the big leagues for a long time. As you know, I predicted him to win the Rookie of the Year last year. And they never brought him up, so I'm predicting him again this year, so hopefully I'll be right. But I know one thing, the mustache has a lot of work to do. There's no doubt about that. Maybe it'll improve as the season goes on. Remember, he's only 21 years old, Joe. That
is the lone shortcoming here through one game, but Matheny, he's got a lot of strings to pull in that infield, whatever he wants to do with Witt, Mondi, Lopez. He's got a former Gold Glover playing outfield right now, so it'll be interesting to see that infield take shape as the games do come to pass here. It was a feel-good opener in the Lou. The Pujols homecoming, a stress-free 9-0 win. It was the Pirates, but by most measures here, this looks like a St. Louis group coming into form, built to win perhaps. What was your takeaway from 1 out of 162 here?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it was romantic, right? I mean, the return of Albert Pujols in St. Louis, the standing ovation that he got, but more importantly, the trio of him, Yadier Molina, and Adam Wainwright, all three future Hall of Famers for me. And here they are together playing in their final year as St. Louis Cardinals before all three retire. Adam Wainwright was brilliant on the mound in this day. He went 6 innings of shutout ball, did not walk anyone, punched out 6. Fastball was 92 to 94. The curveball was working. But the big story really was that young outfield tonight, right? Tyler O'Neill, the left fielder, goes 2 for 3, 5 RBIs. He had that base hit to right center on the breaking ball. Then he hit the home run to left field on a fastball. Absolutely crushed it. Dylan Carlson, the second-year player in right field, had a big game. 1 for 3 with a double. He scored 2 runs. And how about the center fielder, Harrison Bader? Made a great diving play coming in on the ball. He also went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Make no doubt about the Cardinals. They have the best defensive team in the sport, period. In fact, they have more Gold Glovers from last year than any other team in baseball. The question is going to be, will they get enough pitching? Wainwright certainly is still their ace, believe it or not, but with Flaherty and Reyes both on the IL, that's going to be the big question with St. Louis, because defensively they're special. They'll score enough runs. They can run. They've got power. But, Joe, how far they go really will depend the middle to back of their rotation.
9 a night should do it, right? Regardless of the arm out there. Just trot them out there, roll out 9 across the frames. Let's stick in the NL Central, Jim. 7 Ks over 5 innings of work for Tyler Mahle. First career opening day start against the defending champs, no less. But Mahle, you appear to be built for the moment, attacking the zone, fielding his position. How impressed were you by the 27-year-old here on Thursday?
Yeah, filling the position, that line drive right at him, I think it was off of Marcell Ozuna. That was a big play in that game right there. I was really impressed, to be honest with you. And the most impressive part is that 94-mile-an-hour fastball that he could put right at the top of the zone. He was able to punch out Matt Olson right over his bat at the top of the zone. That's where he owned it the whole day. And his split finger was working as well, which set up the 4-seam fastball at the top of the zone. But I was really impressed with his performance and the Reds getting their first victory of the year.
A couple of aces did struggle out of the gate here on Thursday. Corbin Burns got touched up on the north side early. Max Fried gave up 5 earned on 8 hits. Do we just ball these box scores up, throw them away, short in spring, some other issues here, guys kicking off rust? Or do you see issues worth addressing in those 2 cases?
Yeah, no, I think one of the things I really saw, and it wasn't just limited to Corbin Burns. I saw the same thing, Patrick Corbin in the Washington Nationals game, Max Fried in the Atlanta game against the Reds. You saw some inconsistency. You saw flashes of their dominance, and then you saw their timing just not right, and they had 3 or 4 batters that they kind of struggled with. Outside of Fried, the other two really didn't pitch as deep into the game as we're used to. But that's the problem, because in a normal spring training, these guys would be built up to 100 pitches, and spring training just wasn't long enough to do that. So the one thing that we have to remember when we see these first 2 or 3 starts from most of these pitchers, really it's like their last 2 or 3 starts in spring training. So I think it's going to be really the first week of May before we see these players ready to go. And that's why Major League Baseball expanded the rosters from 26 to 28. They knew this was going to be an issue, but we certainly saw it on opening day.
Well, while they kick off the rust, our Jim Bowden, he's in midseason form. Thank you, JB.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, here's a look at some notable action on Friday. And why not start one of the best rivalries in the game? In the Bronx, Yankees and Sox going to do battle. Yankees favorites there at -170. That's a 105 Eastern first pitch. A's and Phil's going to do battle with a number of new faces on both sides of that matchup. Mets and Nationals, that's game 2 of that series, as is the case for Reds, Braves, Astros, and Angels.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.